Pause again. I'm gonna move it all the way back. There we go here. Oh, we're streaming. You ready?
All right. uh, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Sounds good. Joining me here today, as again, of course, Verdant Chaos. We're watching another classic solo duo game. We're gonna see how this all goes. Who do you think has the edge this game?
I don't know yet because you need to open up the stream.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I've not opened it up. I thought you might have been watching on YouTube screen. There we go. You should be able to.
Delay.
You should be able to see now, I think.
All right, there we are. All right, so looking at this game right now, I would give. Ooh, I do really like. I do like the blue side. They do have a little bit of do have like a very slight bit of combo with the Matt Maokai into the Yasuo with that little knock up there, but he definitely has to be on his game or otherwise he'll miss that short window. But I think this is gonna be a really scrappy match here. I mean, you have Kayn, who really can play for the late game and do that very effectively. Maokai kind of secures the early and helps secure a lot of vision. But then it's going to be Yas versus Casta mid. Both these people, they're just juggernauts. Well, they're kind of very bursty champions and go really long into the game. But these bot lanes are also hard scalers. They got enchanters. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, I'll give an advantage to red side here. Lulu Kai'Sa is pretty good. Kai'Sa as a duelist is pretty good.
Okay.
The way blue side wins this, in my opinion, is if they show up to these objectives first and they end up poking out their opponents, they can't really do a whole lot. It's not like Kassadin can blink in and do stuff when you have Karma, Ezreal, and then, you know, a Toxic Riven on their Yasuo here can just kind of pop you. And, you know, some of these 5v5s can be turned into 4v4s with Mordekaiser. So if this Mordekaiser ends up getting out of control, Jax can't match it as efficiently.
All right, then let's get on into it.
Yeah, let's get on into it. Spawning. What do you think we're gonna see any invades here?
Ooh, honestly, I don't think so. I really don't think that red side wants to invade. I mean, Kayn can maybe kind of get some cheese orbs just to like evolve faster. However, I don't think you really want to. Maokai can, depending on what he starts here, if he starts with the saplings, you can really kind of beat out the enemy team here. Looks like they're going to be going up for some vision though.
Yeah, fighting for early vision is pretty important here. Kai'Sa and Lulu staying safe underneath their tower. It's going to be a little bit of a boring intro, but you know, if we look at where Jax is, he might be going in from some bush cheese and trying to beat out this Mordekaiser early on. Certainly doable, I think. Although
some snazzy alcove plays there.
Some snazzy alcove plays. Although if Mordekaiser's passive gets online, it hurts more than you think, and he does have exhaust. So
it's going to be very hard for Mordekaiser passive to get online early, especially because most of the time Jax takes E level 1.
Yeah.
So he can't get those autos off. So it's going to be very hard for Mordekaiser to get into this lane. But an important thing to note was Kayn took Dark Harvest instead of like First Strike or Conqueror. So this most likely will be blue Kayn.
Yeah, purple Kayn, if you're unfamiliar with that, is kind of like you do red items and blue Kayn or blue items and red Kayn. And I don't think you're going to see that with Dark Harvest either, right? So it's definitely just blue Kayn.
Okay.
Taking in an early sweepers here.
All right, Mordekaiser lost that little trade there. Which is kind of how we broke it down to, but Yasuo getting a little bit of poke damage, damage.
Sliding in with his E in and out. It looks like Kayn might be looking for an early invade here with his sweeper. We'll have to see if Maokai loses any of his jungle from that. It's going to be a little tricky early on, I think, for him to do that. Jax is keeping him off this wave. Hitting with the E, getting a lot of poke.
Q slam, okay. He's able to trade it back.
Q slam
able
really
to effectively go in even there. Wave is going to be shoving to Mordekaiser, but then also Kayn, it looks like he might be going for speed 3 topside into a possible gank.
Most certainly. Ooh, the dodge into the slam. Although these minions are going to hurt, and if he gets dragged in, he's going to have to flash out.
Yeah, that's a flash out from Jax.
Flash early on is going to be quite difficult. Kayn coming in for a gank.
Rabbit still wanting to go for this kill. Nerd is trying to get in there. the stun coming out from Rabbit, but unable to pick up Fluffy.
That's a flash and an exhaust. A repeat gank is certainly doable here if the wave ends up bouncing back.
So right now we know that the Rift Scuttler is not going to be up at this point in time. So right now Kayn looks like he's going to be going for the Yasuo mid. But right now East is putting in some damage, but Toxic's able to kind of get out of here. He has the Nado here to knock them both up, but then he gets the Ignite onto Nerd here.
Yeah, nothing like picking an AD champion into Kassadin.
Oh. Right now, Yasuo able to get the flash off. Oh, he goes for the play, but is unable to pick it up, unable to dash through wave and get there. Right now, they're looking to see if they can get Rabbit. Rabbit, he gets knocked back here. He doesn't get the stun off. He's unable to get the damage there. Gets very, very low, but Rabbit is able to get out as well.
Yeah, trying to get some of these top laners ahead. Very volatile game so far. Slight advantage on red side, but it is still clearly anyone's game to be had.
As of right now, I would really love to see a Shelly on either Yasuo or Mordekaiser. I think two of these juggernauts can really get into this game.
Yeah, Yasuo.
Ooh, that's a flash from Poodle. That's a return ignite from Smith and Wesson. Right now, Organic walking up by himself. Is he able to pinch off that kill? He's able to get there. Karma getting nice shields in. Smith and Wesson trying to do the best they can, but the ignite from Poodle is able to come down, and they fall. Ooh, but Poodle is then picked up by...
No.
Oh, Poodle lives barely. Nerd trying to go for that, but cannot pinch off that kill. Right now, Toxic Ribbon looking for the kill on Jangmang, but he's getting a little too low right now.
Very high tempo game right here.
Absolutely.
You know, Rabbit going in for the jumps again. You know, we saw that Kaisa flash earlier. Part of that was probably due to getting that ISO Q. Her damage gets spread out amongst minions, trying to get some isolated targets. Still not able to get some gold here, but Ezreal getting a little bit of a lead here is going to help poke Kaisa out with her shorter range. That range advantage is going to turn into a lot, especially when you can factor in Karma. Ooh, and the back is canceled again by Fluffy Animal. Rabbit coming in.
Rabbit just being merciless here. Just will not let Fluffy get back.
Yeah.
Because he can't afford to. Like, he absolutely cannot afford Jax to, like, he cannot afford Mordekaiser to be able to get back.
Yeah, he's already up a buy. He's got to keep this. And he's a little bit vulnerable here. You know, Rabbit's got some of this early vision.
However, the one problem with Rabbit is that he's going to be spending a lot of mana to keep doing this, and Mordekaiser has no mana. So he's able to kind of do this for a while.
Trading his HP for Jax's mana. And, you know, Mordekaiser, Fluffy Animal, has a shield to kind of complement and nerf some of this damage, which can convert into healing.
But it does look like that Nerd might be trying to go for top lane here. He's trying to get an angle off the wall here. We'll see if he's able to find it. He's on... Nope. Isn't even able to get that. Takes that turret shot for it, though. As a little parting shot. Ooh, Fluffy is looking to go under tower. He gets the RF, but the exhaust coming in from from Fluffy there. Well played.
Ooh, yeah, very well played. Like we said, you know, he can kind of heal it back the exhaust. Just getting that extra turret shot, well, wins you.
Ooh, and Poodle able to land that max range root there. Instantly gets the late cleanse from East.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't it be closer to exist? EXST, right?
Oh,
exist?
Yeah. Jeez. Let's go get those glasses.
Yeah, well, it looks like we were pushing blue side, maybe trying to get a dragon up here, although Maokai is on the opposite side of the map, so maybe we'll rotate after buff. Or we'll just end up poking. Organic flashing forward, trying to get Smith. Kai's having to run away, not quite able to get her passive off for the extra damage. Ezreal missing his Q, trying to poke to try and secure some more of that damage on Exist. They're both living, but they're under tower versus a poke bot lane. It's quite a dangerous situation for them.
They need to cram this in, because right now you look, Nerd's coming over the wall, but Droid is looking for the mid lane, gets the airborne proc, is basically going to use the R flash out, but is unable to. Rio Gem on falls.
Poodle getting caught out. Ooh, the Ezreal ult coming in. Poodle very low, getting ignited. Nerd's going to be taking him. Ezreal is trying to take some damage here. He is down, so he's going to go down from Nerd. 2 for 2, 2 for 2, but Big Kane will kind of hurt, and it will be risky.
So I'm very curious to see what this Kane will build, because he did take Mosh Stomper. So that would suggest not Blue Kane necessarily,
Well,
but there's no way to truly
look at the
tell.
Iron Spike. Look at the Iron Spike.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that.
He's
Good
building
call.
a Bruiser item with Dark Harvest, so we might be seeing a Purple Kane. Maybe I'm going to be eating my words from earlier on.
I'm fairly certain that this is going to be Gore Drinker. It's highly unlikely that this is going to be
It's
Stridebreaker.
definitely a Gore Drinker here. Ooh, we're going to get a stun.
Rabbit's constantly looking for these fights, but now gets R'd by the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser just laying in the damage here. No targets around. You cannot hide behind these minions. Right now, Poodle able to get this nice root off. Organic's able to then pick up this kill.
Yeah.
Poodle just really setting up this lane very, very well and just barely holding Ezreal alive. But now Smith & Wesson look for the big play here, unable to find it. Gets the heal out from the Ezreal, but Smith & Wesson goes down.
Yeah, Kai'Sa not fully getting her auto reset off of her Q, which means Organic wasn't facing the 5th proc of Kai'Sa's passive, which might have taken him down there. Ezreal's got 4 kills. He's going to be quite deadly. Kai'Sa's not able to scale and get some of that XP that she needs. Plus, her flash was down then. Ooh, Toxic Riven kind of going in here. Getting his ultimate off on the...
Right now, getting airborne.
Yes,
Definitely getting chunked out to half.
Yeah, Casson can kind of just ult out, super low cooldown. Hopefully, Yasuo can get... Toxic Riven, I should say. Can get some of his mana out so he can go in for an all-in and kind of fuck him up more. Otherwise, it's just going to be more of him dashing out.
Ooh, getting the double proc there. Nice.
Yeah, despite all of this chunking from Toxic Yasuo, oh my gosh, I have no idea. I'm going to call him Cassidon for now. Has been able to farm pretty decently here.
I will say I am very surprised that Cassidon and what Ryujanmon's able to kind of farm this well against Yasuo. I thought that was definitely a very hard counter matchup. And also, not a single objective has been taken yet. It is 10 minutes.
That is true.
Impressive. That's going to be flash out from Yasuo, unable to pick up the play there. And right now, Rabbids is mid, looking for the play into the Yasuo. He's going to be falling down to him. Organic's trying to get out as best he can. And Poodle's able to get the root off onto Nerd here. Nerd's trying to run out with the best he can. Droid's able to then pick up the kill on Nerd. Right now, Lulu is going to be trying to run out, get pushed back right into Poodle. Poodle's going to be able to get the root off here. And right now, Lulu and Smith & Wesson has no mana. So is going to be running for their life, but unable to do anything. Droid's going to be finding that pickup.
Yeah. It's not going on to Ezreal, but it is going on Maokai, who's very strong right now in this patch. So certainly well spent, and he's going to be able to run at them very well with Phase Rush. And finally, sitting here at 11 minutes, we are getting Dragon. Blue side has a 4,000 gold lead. They're getting to these objectives first, which, like I said, is going to help them win. And this Mordekaiser is getting pretty big. Rabbit is not able to fight off Fluffy Animal here. He's kind of getting the reverse, where he's trying to back, and Fluffy Animal is trying to stop him.
So right now, we're going to be looking at a Jack Show from the Mordekaiser, which I think Jack Show has been performing pretty well, and as of late.
Yeah.
But if you have this massive lead, do you want to Rylai's instead or no? But okay, right now Exist is kind of looking for all-in play onto Poodle, but then is unable to find that. Organic is just too much of an item lead at this point. Is just going to be falling prey to that. Smith & Wesson was a little too far back, unable to help out there, and now will fall to Organic.
Yeah, Jack Show is definitely the play here. Jax can jump out, and then Cassidon can jump out. Kane can slip through the wall, and Kai'Sa can ultimate out as well. So Rylai's Crystal Scepter, not necessarily the play. Jack Show is just a very strong item here, especially if you're going for these longer combats.
Ooh, really good win wall on that silence there. I did like that a lot.
Yeah, Yasuo, he hasn't hit his 10 death power spike yet, but he's still putting in the work versus this Casa win that Regiman is playing.
Fair enough. So, next objective wise, do you think what the team who gets Shelly, they're going to be throwing that mid, or do you think they're going to be throwing that off in some side lanes here?
Well, they're either going to be throwing it in top lane or mid, and it all depends on how well these towers have been softened up. And because of that, I'm thinking top if blue side gets it. Ooh, the ultimate missing.
It's more organic.
Organic there, sniping the Kai'Sa. Not able to get into this game, being 0-6. Exist is certainly not existing anymore. Lying with a gray screen, dead. You know, Dragon's not up for another 3 minutes, so it's not the worst death, and probably not worth that much gold with, you know, with this many deaths. But the XP that they're missing is already resulting in a 2-level lead, which means this Organic is going to kind of be wiping the floor in some of these team fights. We'll be missing Kai'Sa's damage.
Definitely. Right now, Poodle's able to just kind of get the damage on Smith and Wesson. Is kind of looking for some of these pokes, some of the turret damage. But right now, Nerd is looking over this wall, waiting for Exist to be coming back into the lane. And I think this is going to be an interesting fight to see if they turn it or not.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
Oh, nope, Nerd's not going for it. Okay, never mind.
No.
Excitement, nothing, gone.
Ooh, but Rabbit's going in. That's getting exhaust from
Ooh.
Fluffy Animal. Getting bonked there. No deaths, but some sums are being had, so this will change up some of the fights for sure, for sure. You know, if Organic can get this tower, he can switch to
coming
mid.
in through the sidewall there. That's kind of that's definitely unusual. You definitely want to also commit that W a little bit earlier. But Nerd just going to be helping him kind of push back into the lane, get a little bit more control, so not just fighting under tower.
Yeah. Ooh, Droid. Oh, still getting the root, but not quite enough for it to be there. We're seeing a Rift Herald
That's
mid.
going to be a drop Shelly mid. Okay.
Yeah, Dragon's not up for 2 minutes, so it won't set up for that play, but perhaps it'll get a kill. Organic just barely getting out of there.
Barely
Thanks to
surviving.
Poodle.
Is Smith and Wesson going to be able to pick up this kill on Organic? It looks like Nerd is. Yeah,
It's a 1,000
absolutely. That's
gold
going to be
shutdown.
1,000 gold. Oh, you hate to see that on a blue cane.
Yeah, with Prowler's Claw already at 14 minutes.
Oh, jeez. But right now, it looks like Nerd's going to be falling. Is he able to take Poodle with him? Most likely not. Droid's able to then pick up that kill in return.
Smith
That
and
looks
Wesson,
like
low in
looks
mana.
like Smith and Wesson's going to be able to get out here.
Yeah,
Is just able to have enough move speed away to get away from the sapper lane.
Karma can get for a mood speed, but unless Mordekaiser is able to get in.
Ooh,
Toxic Ribbon
reach
going in
out.
and dying. Castlewin's getting strong. That, you know, Ro, it's a good mythic. It's only going to get stronger from here. But Yasuo is, you know, 3 deaths into his 10 death power spike. We'll see if he reaches it this game.
So what makes Ro with Kassadin so good?
Well, it's just a lot of stats on him, right? Like, you get mana, you get AP, and I believe you get a little bit of health out of that item, too. Which, it's just everything that Kassadin wants. Plus, just, like, Kassadin gets super strong late game, right? And the more times you can use your ultimate, the more times you can buffer stuff, get in, get out, do whatever you need to do, and it just smarts. It just, I can't think of a better AP item to stick on him as a mythic, right?
So it's just a match made in heaven for it, and yeah, and just works out perfectly for him.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I'm not a super strong into the mid lane, but just does what he wants.
So right now, Toxic Riven looking for the play, and all in play is unable to definitely get there, but definitely chunks him down to half Organic. Hitting him with the R from downtown, and there goes Exist yet again. Gray screen back to the fountain. But they're going to be shoving in the spot lane. Looks like they're going to be going for a dragon angle. Right now, Organic's really going for an all-in play, but right now here is Nerd trying to make the big boy play and unable to finish off Smith and Wesson. There's too much happening there.
Yeah, it wasn't over by Poodle, so unable to stay as safe. You want Kane is quite deadly. You might see in this fight here, he's jumping onto Poodle.
Right now they're getting slow as he tried to get in the wall, but then Maokai able to follow him up in there. Droid's just going to be sticking around the bush, but then Toxic Riven's looking for the all-in play onto Smith and Wesson, able to pick that up, is then able to also grab Ryujaman. Hey, gets the triple kill. So the Ignite from the Yasuo was able to pick up the kill all the way over in the tri-bush there, so he's able to get a triple kill. So he went from 1-3 to 4-4 here, and now he has his shutdown.
Ooh, baby, a triple. He's kind of evened out with his KDA. And he's hit one of his most important item spikes. Shield Bow. He's got 50% crit now. That's going to be fantastic. A stack with his ultimate as well.
So looking in the new patch with the 40% crit change items for like Navori and IE, is there a world in which you would rather go Navori? Okay, wait. Fluffy Animal ultimating Rabbit here. Is he able to pick up the kill? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Um,
Divine Center not
w-
quite doing enough in order to beat this Mordekaiser. A little too strong.
yeah,
And
Jack Show's all stacked up there. Organic, oh my lord, putting in that absolute damage, gets the flash in, gets the kill. Ooh, Smith and Wesson just surviving. Only you. Wow, that landed. Impressive. That is very impressive by Organic. Just
whenever you land your E as Ezreal, it faces the target even if they're invisible. Which,
oh, I didn't know that. Okay, okay.
yep. So you can find an Evelyn that way as well.
Fluffy barely misses that, but
Barely misses, barely misses. Hate to see it, but this is gonna be the first tower here. We're seeing a TP from what? Oh no, from Jax here on Rabbit. Maybe they'll be able to get Organic. He's up. Hey, our Poodle is being hit here.
oh, they're able to just kite him out. It doesn't matter. Ryu Janmon's going to be looking for Poodle here, but Poodle is going to get the flash away, and Organic's able to pick that kill up. Ryu Janmon almost got there, but Poodle played that very, very well.
Yeah, playing
Good
it.
movement.
Good movement. The CC under tower, very important. It forces him to commit. Oh my gosh, Organic is just blowing him up. Two items.
Okay, that's got to be one of the faster kills we have seen I think in general of us just casting.
Kaisa has, or I should say, Exist has managed to hit the 10 death power spike before Yasuo. It is a world record right here.
Right now, teams are calling for the FF, but that's not going to change them yet. It is NA, and we are going to play this out no matter what to its foreground conclusion.
Yeah, you know, there's about a 9k gold lead sitting here at 20 minutes. Very volatile game. The people who needed the gold certainly have it right now. Toxic Ribbon trying to fight Rabbit right here.
Able to get the knockout there, but then Lulu is going to be getting that R off to knock that all up, and Droid is going to be going down here. That's a 600 gold shutdown to Kayn. Kayn has actually picked up a lot of these shutdowns and has like a surprising amount of gold right now. I would say, yeah, it has nearly more gold than around the same amount of gold as Maokai, if I had to guess.
It has about 1,000 more gold.
Okay.
He did pick up that 1,000 gold shutdown, so
Correct, yeah.
certainly makes sense there. Has given up a little bit of gold himself, but
I'm like, I saw those items, but they're kind of cheaper items because Serpent's Fang is 2,600, so it's not a lot. But Nerd gonna look for a play through the wall. Not really much happening here. Just gonna be slow poking out and just hitting each other as we can. But Nerd kind of really looking for Poodle there. Kind of looking a little bit like a scrumptious kill.
yeah, Yummy
All
Dummy
right, nice
support.
committing for it. Able to get the pull away from Poodle there. Will Mordekaiser be able to go 1v3? All right, he's able to get the ultimate onto the Kayn. Kayn's able to flash over the wall, gets the wall dashes. Are they able to find him? He's able to get picked up by Organic. Now they're going to be pushing into their jungle, probably back down to back over to their T2.
Yeah, a lot of these towers are going to be falling. They're really low. Top tier 2, mid tier 2, very low. Organic. Ooh, are we going to get another kill here? Kaisa ulting in. Still dying even with the Lulu ult, unfortunately for her. Just too far behind in order to do anything. This is going to be another tower falling. Dragon's going to be up in 20 seconds, so we might see another tower fall and then Dragon.
This is just brutal.
Interestingly enough, Yasuo here, I should say Toxic Ribbon, has gone for PD Phantom Dancer.
Wow, they're going all in for Rabbit under the tower. Able to pick that up, but then Organic is taking a bunch of damage. Organic is going to be going down to Nerd here. Nerd gets the pick at 1,000 kill shutdown. And he then also picks up Poodle, gets away through the wall, polymorphed by Smith & Wesson. Now Nerd's going to be looking over the wall, seeing if he can pick up the Mordekaiser. Can he win the 1v1? Ooh, he gets the proc of W. Smith & Wesson is here. Smith & Wesson polymorphs him. He gets W'd. Right now you have Exist here. And Kayn is able to pick up another shutdown. That was 1,300 gold for Kayn right there.
Yeah.
Nerd's really putting himself in the driver's seat and saying, all right, hop in, kids. I'm going to be driving this bus from here on out.
Yeah, he is certainly keeping red side in this game, has a majority of the kills and a majority of the gold. Do you think his build has been part of that? I'm not a very big Kayn expert.
So, okay, as of right now, I think that his build is actually fairly decent. Right now you have Serpent's Fang, which I think is very, very important. You have Mordekaiser's shield. You have Yasuo's shield. You have Karma. So like that already kind of mitigates those three elements. Right now, those three things are very big on their squad. He has Prowler's Claw. Prowler's Claw is very good on Blue Kayn. You're able to then stick onto some of these more evasive targets. You have the Yasuo. You have the Ezreal. You're able to just basically you're able to item slide through. So that's very, very nice for them. But then you this Australia's Grudge, very good. Cut through armor, slow everyone down, play at my own tempo. So I think he's doing a very good job, even with the item build.
Yeah, I was just curious. I think it's not too bad here. It's a little interesting because we wouldn't have been seeing all these kills with Red Kayn, but with Blue Kayn, Great Blue Kayn, he might be doing a little bit more burst. Yeah, he sold the Iron Whip.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Maybe it was
for
reevaluating. Okay, so right now we have the Prowler's Claw going through, able to pick up Nerd in like very, very quickly. That is crazy how much damage that does, because you get the extra magic damage coming off the walls into so very, very well played by that. But right now it's going to be Toxic versus Exist. There's going to get the knockup from the Lulu ultimate. Smith & Wesson's going to get that, but then Droid coming in with the R gets the double knockup into the Yas follow-up. Very, very well played, but Rio Jaman saying, no, I'm not going to leave my Lulu alone. I'm going to be here for Rio Jaman trying to get the pickup, but then Poodle comes in from behind, able to pick up Smith & Wesson. Rio Jaman has to run out. And on the top side of the map, Fluffy's able to then pick up Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic how that matches together of Fluffy Animal and Rabbit versus Rabbit.
I've been thinking about that. Maybe we just need to get them a cute dog, stop playing League. The toxicity will go down.
Absolutely.
I was reading, like 6 months ago, apparently a Korean challenger or a Korean streamer had 4 snipers, stream snipers in their game, and the game lasted 3 hours.
Oh my.
She had 120 deaths on Irelia, and all the stream snipers reported her, which got her a 14-day ban.
Wow. That is wild.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're just like, I'm just gonna have some fun today.
Well, one of them was a Senna, so she couldn't even she didn't have to be there. She just ulted and killed her.
So right now Fluffy's gonna be going for the fight here, but then is unable to get the R off. Does get the exhaust off onto Rabbit, but it does not matter. Nerd coming through, putting that damage down.
Yeah, Kai'Sa slowly trying to push bot lane, trying to get some of that objective gold. She does some damage here under the tower, trying to get back into this game. Split pushing might be her only option. It's what you have to do sometimes, especially with Dragon being up here in a minute, trying to get some of that lane prio. It's gonna be very
absolutely
important.
She has little to no impact on teamfight at the moment, because it is 25 minutes and we haven't even completed 2 items. But right now that's going to be an ultimate from Toxic Riven on to Exist. Exist just going to be fallen to the Yasuo here. Just he hurts. And we are too squishy. But now it's going to be going for Soul Point here. So I think this is going to be very, very important for the red side here to be able to stop this or not. But you do have an ADC that is down.
Yeah, Exist is not existing for sure with this Dragon fight coming up. But Kayn certainly is present in this game.
Ooh,
doing
right now,
so much damage to Poodle.
Best you can to get out, unable to. Toxic is going to be trying to play back into it, unable to do anything. Rio Jaman is able to pick up the Yasuo. They're going to be trying to stop the damage onto Organic. Organic going to be falling here to Rio Jaman. Now they're going to be seeing if Droid can pick up any of these kills, but then they get the double pull. They take down Nerd here. That's very well played by them. They're unable to get Rio Jaman. He's just able to get out, barely squeaking out there. But now it's going to be Smith & Wesson by themselves. Yeah, that's going to be a pickup on. But now you have Rio Jaman and you have Rabbit with Exist, and now they can take that Dragon there.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty great for Kai'Sa with her on hit, and Jax as well. It's really good on all of these champions. And the cooldown, of course, is amazing on Castlewin. Although he is 16, so maybe there's a chance. There's the 9K gold lead has been going down to 6. and their team certainly does scale. And
So
once-
right now we have Jax with Nashor's Tooth. This is more of that AP burst build I've been seeing more and more as of late. Do you think that that was the play to try to like burst out some of this backline, or do you think that?
there's no way as Jax you get to burst. You get to burst because there's a Mordekaiser there who can just ult you. There's a Maokai to peel. There's a Karma to peel. There's an Ezreal to jump out, and Yasuo can just be out. So, not necessarily. You have to get a very tight timer right there. I don't think it's the play. I think you have to be more of a bruiser and be able to frontline here.
Okay, okay.
Kassadin and Kai'Sa are your win conditions, along with Kayn for sure.
So blue side, they had a lot of tempo going into this. Now they're losing a little bit of it. What do they need to do to re-pick it back up?
Well, Poodle's been being picked off here, which has made it kind of difficult for Organic to stay safe. He gets jumped on, he dies. So if they just play this front to back, play it nice and slow and poke, I think they're going to take a big W. That might even transition to a Baron here. Ooh, Droid trying to zone off.
Right now they're just fighting for some vision, trying to get that cleared in as much as possible. But then Droid's gonna say, you know what, we're all going in. They're able to get the pickup on Rabbits right out of the gate. Nerd gonna be going for the backline, gonna be falling down to Organic. That's honestly two of your biggest people going down right at the beginning of the fight. And now all that's left is Ryu Janman. Otherwise, it's just Ryu Janman and Smith & Wesson. I'm sorry to exist, but yeah, I'm sorry. You're having a very rough time in this game. That happens to the best of us. But now they get the Smith & Wesson knock-up, unable to get the R off for the Yasuo. Yasuo does fall, but then they're able to get Baron in the meantime. Right now, Fluffy Animal is looking for the 1v3, is unable to find any of the kills substantially at this point. But then Exist is going to be falling down to Fluffy. Gets the R off on her. Then he gets the pull onto Smith & Wesson. And that's going to be a pickup from Organic, and that is going to be an ace, and that's going to be Baron, and that could be game here, depending on how fast they really push through.
It could be game.
Right now, they do have Jackson Kayn.
Yeah. They might not have needed this Baron here. They might have been able to just challenge a 5v5 and go ahead and take them, but it doesn't hurt to have Baron. The extra stats make you harder to kill, and of course, the minion way of doing more damage and getting there faster. It's never necessarily a problem here. We're sitting here 30 minutes. They're trying to siege out at 10 seconds before Kai'Sa coming in. And of course, Ezreal's W can hit for extra damage in the tower. Nerd trying to get on an Organic, successfully ulting on him. Will he be able to pop him with Prowler's Claw? No, Ezreal can be out.
Sadly, Maokai, he went through the Hex Gate, like away from his teammates, so they were able to just freely dive them with no peel there. So now Poodle's also going to be falling to Exist. And it looks like Droid might also be falling because he's low mana here. And unless they're able to pick up Nerd, Ryu Janman's going to be going onto Organic. Organic's going to... Organic's just barely surviving, able to get behind the wind wall. He's able to... And wow.
Organic played that beautifully.
Toxic Riven. I'm like, well played also by Toxic Riven. That wind wall really saved them both.
Yeah. I mean, Organic was able to get basically a frame-perfect stopwatch kill, right? Because you're locked into there, got that... a little bit of extra health from there, and then you eat back, and then, Toxic Riven gets in, the Wind Wall, which really just secures it. Only Nerd to stop here. There's no way he'll be able to stop the Yasuo. He's trying to stop the wave here from doing anything,
He's gonna be cutting
but
the wave,
tower's already down. That doesn't help. He kind of just needs to kill here. Is Rabbit going to be able to stop that? Looks like that's a no. 10,000 gold, folks. That's been ending a lot of the games we've been seeing today. Beautifully played. Do you have any, final remarks for this game, Verdant Chaos?
Absolutely. Well played, Organic. That was some crazy gameplay. Honestly, that is a 4-25 bot lane. That's hard to see. I don't know if there's much more to say than that. I will say that Kayn did a very good job throughout that game, but there's too much tempo loss throughout the rest of the map.
Yeah, his other lane struggled just a little bit too much. I think it was pretty well played. Poodle obviously helped enable that Ezreal early on.
Absolutely.
Really helped with the peel, saved them, was able to get some of that extra gold. There's a couple deaths in there, that made things a little bit more tricky for them, but you don't have to play things perfect as we saw, and you still end up getting a substantial gold lead, which ended the game.
All right, well, thank you very much, Abatrabone, and that will be the end of this game.
Yeah. Certainly a beautiful game here. Do we want to look any more games, or do we want to call it a night?
I think I'm gonna call it a night.
You're going to call it a night? Well, that's going to be it, folks. Thanks for tuning in if you're in, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.